From Flushing Meadow, New York, the US Open Tennis exclusive on 9. Champions Lendl and Mandlikova defend their crowns. Other players include McEnroe, Everett Lloyd, Connors, Villander, Wimbledon title holders Becker and Navratilova, plus Australia's Pat Cash. Brought to you by Sharp Toyota and the Swan Brewery. Follow all the action of one of the world's major sporting events, the US Open Tennis. Highlights commence Wednesday night at 11:35 on 9's Wide World of Sports.
Get out of my way.
6:30 Saturday, Alex foils a shoplifter's getaway in Family Ties.
You're pretty strong for a little person. So are you. I held that dangerous criminal at bay until help arrived.
I don't understand, Alex. When exactly did you save Mallory's life?
At 7 o'clock, a funeral with a difference in Benson.
They're holding services for a man and his horse?
Yes, the immediate family and a small herd of close friends.
Hilarious comedy on 9.
On your night out, you deserve the best value for your hard-earned dollar. Not just a cabaret with a solo performer. At the Civic Theatre restaurant, you'll get a 3-course dinner, a lavish 2.5-hour show of music, dance, and comedy. 16 top artists and musicians bringing you the best night out in town at Perth's only genuine theatre restaurant. Remember, you only get what you pay for, and no one can give you more enjoyment for your money than the Civic Theatre restaurant. I'll see you there.
Here they are at Linford, all the shiny new 1986 Fords. Falcon, Fairlane, Telstar, Meteor, Laser, and the new 1986 commercials. Spectron, Econovan, Courier, and F100. Now look what's happening. Linford has turned back all the clocks to last year. Wow! Brand new 1986 Fords, but at 1985 prices at Linford. See Linford this week. Ford makes the cars, Linford makes the difference.
Opening soon. Perth's most glorious 5-star views.
Here we go again. If you've got a buck, you're back in luck. This week at Action. Guest cans, 3 for $1. Chicken nuggets, 15 for $1. Kleenex tissues, $1 a box. Ham steaks, 5 for $1. Oso foil or cling wrap, any 2 for $1. Country Life soap, 6 for $1. Big Firm tomatoes, 10 for $1. And Dandy Rib bacon, $1 a pack. If you've got a buck, you're back in luck. This week at Action.
Highline garages, carports and patios, garden work and farm sheds. All very practical, all very affordable. Quality materials and solid construction ensure Highline products not only look good, but stay that way.
There's great colours to choose from.
Really strong. It'll last forever. It's got everything you'll want in a shed. Any shape or size, Highline have the lot.
For a free measure and quote, call the Highline hotline now.
Highline, they've built their reputation.
Sunday, join a group of Australian adventurers on a fascinating expedition behind the bamboo curtain. Witness the breathtaking beauty of China and Tibet on the Forbidden Journey, a World Around Us special, Sunday, 6:30 on 9.
Tonight on Wallasey, tough times for Dr. Edelsten. He's in hospital minus another football team and now being sued for $1 million. What advice would you give to American businessmen if they are thinking of going into any business arrangement with Dr. Jeffrey Edelsten?
No way.
At 6:30, we'll see you then.
I'm Brian Gardner. See me for Perth's highest trade-ins and best deals on new Commodore SL, Bellina and Calais, including the all-new high-performance Turbo at Brian Gardner Holden, Cannington.
The state government moves to overturn a council ruling to evict 5 slow-learning children from their home. The Prime Minister faces angry protests as his government's popularity slumps. And more trouble for Dr. Jeffrey Edelsten, a spectacular car crash as more allegations of criminal connections emerge. Good evening, Anne Conti and Greg Pearce with you for this Wednesday evening edition of the Channel 9 News.
The state government today stepped into the row over the eviction of 5 slow-learning children from their Bassendean home. Dixie Marshall reports Health Minister Ian Taylor has begun moves to overturn the local council's decision.
To be quite honest, rather than feel sorry for the kids that are in this house, I feel sorry for the people who don't understand the situation.
Health Minister Ian Taylor says he has the power to overrule the Bassendean Council's decision to evict the 5 mentally handicapped children from their 3rd Avenue home. The council made the vote on the recommendations of this woman, next-door neighbour Sandy Ferguson, who complained of screeching noises, even missiles.
If they're normal, why aren't they home with their mums and dads?
Today, on the invitation of Channel 9 News, Ferguson met the woman in charge of the home, Pauline Brayley, for what Ferguson claims was the first time.
That's not true. Mrs. Brayley, I am absolutely sick to death of your allegations and your lies. Now, you told me that I came in there to... you told council I came in there to have coffee. Mrs. Brayley, I have never set foot inside that house, and I have a statutory declaration to prove this.
The council says the home is zoned only as a residential dwelling, not to be used as a slow-learning halfway house. The argument has stretched far further than just next door. The entire neighbourhood is split over the issue, but as for the kids in the middle of it all, they just don't know what's going on. The house has been home to the 5 children since December. They get around-the-clock attention from trained social workers, and staff say they've shown remarkable improvements in coping with day-to-day life. June White says her son will be back to square one if he's forced out.
For Justin to go back into institutional care now will mean that any improvement he's made, he could just lose all that in a matter of months.
Dixie Marshall, Channel 9 News. More than 1,000 angry students marched to the doors of a city hotel today, hoping for a confrontation with Federal Treasurer Paul Keating. Keating was in Perth selling his budget to local businessmen, but hadn't bargained on the backlash from students and the anti-nuclear lobby. Marie Mills has details.
It didn't take much imagination to turn the peaceful and legal students' rally on the Esplanade to a march on the Merlin and Treasurer Paul Keating. But protesting just as hard was the anti-nuclear lobby, all after the same thing. But anyone who tried to get closer than the front door was soon put straight.
I'm asking you to wait outside. Oh, that's strange. I'm asking you to wait outside.
And though hotel staff remained looking anxious, the man of the moment had slipped inside. Once on his feet, it was the same tough menu dished up. Cut the deficit, cut consumption, broaden the taxation base. But it was the gold tax and enough anti-Nuken student protesters who'd paid the $30 a head, taking Keating's appetite away.
You speak of selling uranium for the purposes of peace.
And it sounded like the Treasurer had been taking lessons from his PM.
Those issues you say this about it.
For students still objecting to administration fees, he was more obliging.
Could you please answer without rhetoric? Yes. I'll do my best.
But ultimately, it was the anti-nukes who won the day.
Premier, Mr. Burt, and other honoured guests, thank you for your attendance.
Keating fell into the waiting arms of police, Brian Burke managing the final whispers in the budget salesman's ear. Marie Mills, Channel 9 News.
And Bob Hawke faced an angry budget demonstration in Adelaide today.